All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Amanda and Jamie, and we're here with you again today to share some amazing things that you can do with your family and your kiddos in the Mid-South area.
Welcome to Living in DeSoto County, Mississippi with local agency Realty Group, the YouTube channel dedicated to all things in Northwest Mississippi.
We're your hosts, Amanda Linton and Jamie Ross. We're local residents, moms, wives, and business owner realtors.
We're excited to share with you all the great things about the place that we call home. If you're interested in keeping up with all the things happening in and around DeSoto County, Mississippi,
like what it's like to live, eat, sleep, and work here, then be sure to tap the little bell to subscribe so you'll be notified when we have new content.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump right in and let's talk about some of the parks in our area because I absolutely love getting outside with my kids.
Yeah.
I've got boys and we've got energy and I love being able to take them somewhere where they can just run.
Yes.
So what's your favorite park?
I mean, I love Shelby Farms.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know how you could Shelby Farms got to be on the list, but I love it because you can, and they put so much into that park over the last few years.
It's so nice.
It's a different park.
Yeah.
It's huge. I think it's 4,500 acres.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that includes the stuff that's on the other side of Walnut Grove.
Oh, yeah.
Over there by the...
like by the Agri Center?
The Agri Center and the Wolf River.
Yeah.
Because there's trails and stuff out there. I biked back there before. I used to walk back there and stuff. But so inside the actual Shelby Farms Park, I love that you can paddle boat, bike trails, the zip lining. There's a new restaurant over there. There's a event center.
Nice.
Yeah. Event center, restaurant.
I love the playground. The playground out there is so great. And it's kind of like, almost like sectioned off to where like littler kids have their kind of area and like bigger, more adventurous kids kind of have their area. I mean, it's flexible for kids of all ages.
Right.
But
disc golf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, disc golf is big there.
Lots of hiking trails.
Hiking. Horses.
Yeah.
You can
the bison.
The bison.
Shelby Farms.
Yeah, they have lots of bison.
Yeah.
But I rode my first horse there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was ages ago. But yeah, I did. And they still do horseback riding.
Cool.
So it's really cool. There's just so much to do there. And then during the holidays, they do the whole drive-through Christmas lights. And they've done it in different ways a couple of years, like drive-through. And then I think a couple of years ago, they incorporated where there's a section you can park and walk through. And like there's like seeing Santa and hot chocolate and like all the little, snacks.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, so Shelby Farms is definitely probably top of the list, but I also really enjoy closer to home here, the Park and Olive Branch. I love the lake that's out there and the paved walking trails that are everywhere. Yeah. Stay away from the geese.
Yeah.
But the playground is also really great. And for little kids, one of the things that I really like about this one is that playground is completely fenced in. Yeah. So you can literally go inside that area and let them go.
Yes.
So, and you don't have to worry about them getting out.
Yeah. And they also do baseball there.
Yeah.
Baseball, softball. There's a track, so there's a running track there. And speaking of the Christmas lights, Olive Branch started last year that whole like Winter Wonderland thing. Yeah. Did you get a chance to go to that last year?
No, I didn't.
We went last year and it was really nice, and it's a walking thing, so it is really cold when they do it. And I think we went right after Thanksgiving last year, but it's really cool because they have like caroling sections, and then they have Santa sitting out there, but you walk all the way around the park, and there's different like Christmas scenes all the way through. So it's just a fun thing to do.
Nice.
Another park, and I don't know if you've been to this one, maybe you have. Have you been to Shelby Forest?
I don't think so.
Oh, you need to add that on your list. It's way out north Shelby County, like going towards Millington, like on the outside of Fraser. I have no idea how many acres it is, but it is huge. I mean, it's probably the size of of Shelby Farms, or maybe even bigger. But it kind of butts up to the Mississippi River up there, and so tons of hiking trails. I mean, like I'm talking in the woods. You're hiking, like real true hiking. A couple lakes. There's an old general store up there, which is, you have to stop at the general store if you go there, and you have to have a hamburger. Like, that is just what you do. And so I grew up going out there and hiking, and when Billy and I were first married, that's what we should do, is go out there on the weekends and hike. And so it's just a fun little park. It's not little, though. It's huge.
The Carterville Park. So the park that's out there, my favorite thing about that one is the splash pad. So when I lived in Florida, there were splash pads literally everywhere, everywhere, because it's so hot, right? But my kids kind of internalized the idea that like splash pads are just everywhere, and it's not the case here. We don't have quite as many here in Mississippi, but Carterville has a great one. And I always loved them. The reason why I took my kids to splash pads when when we lived in Florida is because it's good for the littles. You don't have to worry about it being in a pool. You don't have to worry about them drowning or getting lost or something like that. But they can get wet and have fun. And my mantra when my boys were little was always, if we're having a bad mood, if we're having a bad day, if we're cranky, add water. Add water. A water hose in the bathtub. Let's go swimming. Add water, and it changes the day.
It changes moods. It definitely does. Speaking of other big parks, Botanic Gardens.
Oh, it's so pretty there.
Gosh, it is gorgeous. No matter what time of the year, of course, it's a botanical garden. And so all the gardens are, different times of the year. They're all blooming. I love the rose garden.
The tulips in the spring.
Oh, I know.
Did you get to do the Alice in Wonderland event that they had? I think it was last year.
Was that the Christmas event?
I don't think so. No. They had different stations set up that were like, it was like themed Alice in Wonderland. It had like tens of thousands of plants in each display, like crazy.
No, I didn't get to see that. But when I did go to the Christmas event there, so I have this thing about Christmas events. I think I've hit all of them. But I did go to the Christmas one, and there was components of that Alice in Wonderland in there, and it was fun. It was dog friendly, so I got to take my dog. So had a good time. But I feel like I get to go to the Botanic Gardens a couple times a year for different things, and I just always enjoy going. One of my favorite things to do is to go to the concerts in the park. So during the summer months, they have the summer concert series. And I don't know, 6-7 different acts that come.
JD and I saw the Goo Goo Dolls there years ago. It's so great.
I've seen 3 Doors Down.
Nice.
Matchbox 20. I don't know what else. I've been to a lot of concerts there. But anyway, what I love about going to shows there is you can bring your own cooler. And so, it's like we're tailgating up in there. Billy is hauling in a wagon, and we have chairs. We had tables, and we had little twinkle lights we brought, charcuterie trays. We were lots of friends. We went with lots of friends and stuff, so we had our own little party there. But it's definitely a great place to go.
What about some museums? Like what we talked about a lot of the outside stuff, but what's your favorite museum that would be family friendly?
I remember years and years ago, Children's Museum.
Oh yeah.
And I remember there's and I'm sure it's changed over the years, and I haven't been too recent, but I remember like a little grocery store in there. And it's still there. Oh, it's still there. Okay. And the kids would push the little carts in, and they'd get the food, and somebody would be playing cashier, and somebody was buying groceries. So it was lots of fun stuff there. And then what else is in the
They have a big FedEx plane.
Oh.
Because we're in Memphis.
Yes.
So there's a big plane, and the kids can get up in there and practice parcel processing, putting it on the plane.
That's cool.
Putting it on this ramp thing that takes it up into the plane, and then it comes back down. The cockpit is open in there too, so kids can get up there. And I just think that's so cool. I love any kind of opportunity to show my children, what a career path might look like. Like being able to see the cockpit of a plane is really exciting. You know,
some people don't get on a plane until they're like full-grown adults. And never gotten on a plane. So
another thing that I love at the Children's Museum, and this is something that I remember doing as a kid, which is crazy. They have that chicken wire thing that you can climb up inside of that's got all those little holes in there. And kids, just act like little ants, get up in there and just go and go and go. My kids were the worst when they were real little about getting up in the top and getting scared and not being able to get back down. And then you have to get in there. It's not built for adults.
No.
Let's just say that.
No, I know.
But it's super fun to watch your kids.
Speaking of crawling around, have you been to one of those? I think it's called Urban Airs.
We have been to Urban Air.
That is the coolest place. I'm not climbing up in that stuff, but I love watching all the kids, and they're just all over because it has these tubes and nets and walkways and platforms and swings, and I don't even know how they're moving around in there, but I remember I was at my nephew's birthday party a couple of months ago, and I was sitting there watching them, and it's just those kids move through that building faster in the air than they do on the ground.
That's so true.
Wild.
It's so true. And it's great for sensory seekers. Like one of my boys, he's the kind of kid that when we take him and go hiking, He is scaling the mountain. He's 20 miles ahead of us. Like that's who he is. Yeah. So when we go to urban air, like he's here for it. Like climbing, jumping, swinging. Like that's fun. Yes, they love it.
Great outlet for them. Let's see. What's your other favorite place to go?
So this one has changed names recently. I believe it's now the Museum of History and Science and History. Museum of Science and History, but we know it as the Pink Palace.
But I did hear that they're thinking about putting the name back to Pink Palace.
I think they should.
I swear.
What else do you call it? If you haven't ever been to the Pink Palace, it's literally a palace that's pink.
It's like pink. And it was called the Pink Palace for years and years and years. And at some point, somebody changed it. Yeah. We also call it Pink Palace. Mm-hmm. But literally, I heard on the news or something the other day that
that's funny.
Thinking about going back to Pink Palace.
That's funny. I think they should.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah. So some interesting history about that building is that house was built by the owner of Piggly Wiggly. Oh, yes. And part of the museum that's in there is like a walk-through kind of like old school general store type Piggly Wiggly, like what it used to look like. It even has prices on there. So like, you know, by walking through there with my kids and they're like, this costs 10 cents. This costs $6 now. And I'm like, I know. You should see my grocery bills.
Exactly. I know. I remember in the old Pink Palace, here I am with the Christmas stuff again. Mm-hmm. They had a Christmas thing that was in there. Oh, the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Yeah, I remember being as a kid, and I think they still do it.
I wonder if they do. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I think they still do it because I think I've seen some stuff on it, but they had all these little Christmas scenes and candy cane lanes and that kind of stuff set up.
So they have, the Pink Palace has like a dedicated collection that doesn't change, which is very cool. They have all kinds of like natural history stuff back there. They have geology stuff. But then they also have a section that's like rotating exhibits, which I think is awesome. A recent one that came through was the dinosaurs. Oh, cool. And they had a replica of the T-Rex known as Sue, who is she's the most complete T-Rex fossil that we have.
Oh, that's awesome.
So obviously this wasn't the real Sue. This is the replica of her. But I just thought it was like, I love paleontology, so like that was super exciting for me.
That's like I remember a couple years ago. I mean, it was probably more than a couple years ago. The whole Egyptian.
I've seen that one.
Yeah. I remember going to that one. That was years ago.
So the Pink Palace. Here we go again. Pink Palace. They also have a really great planetarium.
Oh, I love the planetarium there. Yeah. And so not only do they do like the educational part, but they do the music. Yeah. The laser planetarium shows. So it's just something for everybody there. Yeah. It's a really cool place.
I love it because since we homeschool, you know, my subjects can kind of be all over the place. Yeah. But there's something relevant at the Pink Palace. Yeah. Almost always to what we're doing in our education.
Yeah. Speaking of other like local places to go to, but it's more outdoors, is the zoo.
Oh, yes. I love the zoo.
I love the zoo. I've been to several zoos in the United States. We have hands down the best.
The best.
We really do.
Yeah, I love it in the summertime. The water features that are right in the front, you know. Yes. There are always kids in there cooling off and swimming. My kids make a beeline to the monkeys that are right there by the cafe. Yeah. Who get up on the glass and you know interact with you. They love those.
Yeah. I've always loved the pandas. Yeah. I love the wolves. The wolf exhibit that came in a couple years ago. I love that.
The sea lions are also amazing out there. You have to make it to a sea lion show if you go.
Yeah. And when it's super hot and you're there and it's super, super hot, I love looking at snakes. Yeah. I mean, just because it's cold in there.
Yeah. It is cold in there. Yeah.
But anyway, it's a great place and they do, you know, holiday stuff. They do lots of private events. So a lot of companies will do company events.
You can get married there.
You can get married there. They have proms there.
Yeah.
For some smaller schools. So it's just a great place to go. Yeah. It's in Midtown Memphis.
Yeah, love the zoo.
I just love it.
Yep. And my favorite thing to pair a zoo trip with is going to Memphis Pizza Cafe. That's just right around the corner. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Get some good pizza and then zoo it.
Yeah, there we go.
So we've got some other like family style activity resources in the area. What are some that you know about?
I mean, one of the most popular one I think that we have right now that's pretty new to the area is Topgolf.
I haven't been out there.
You have got to see the kiddos out there.
Yeah, JD and I want to go on a date night.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be a great date night thing, but it is fun. So it's like you're on a platform. I'm not a golfer. but I have no problem watching people golf.
Yeah. I told JD, he said, have you ever played golf before when we talked about this? And I said, well, I've played putt-putt. It can't be too much different.
I mean, it's a little harder, but yeah, it's kind of like video game-ish a little bit. I mean, you really do swing it and you really do hit something, but it does kind of calculate where it goes, and so it makes a game out of it. So it's a score.
Oh, cool.
So it's cool. They do some events out there. It's just a really cool environment, but it's like a golfing thing. So if you like golf, then it's a place to go. But each section, so you get assigned a bay. So it's called, but it has kind of like a U-shaped sectional. And so you might be paired with people you don't know unless you're there with a small group, or if it's not real busy, you get your own.
Kind of like bowling, like that.
Very similar. But you can order food, drinks, whatever, and then you just sit there and play your game. And they have some certain nights that you can go to, and it's a little bit cheaper, so there's some affordability there. But it's super popular right now.
Yeah,
it was huge in Nashville, Atlanta, and we always tried to go to those when we traveled out of town. So when they built it here, we were like, oh, we're going. So we've been about 3-4 times.
Nice.
Another one is Sky Zone.
Oh, so I haven't been to Sky Zone. Have you been there?
I mean, I've taken the kids there when they were younger, but it's all trampolines.
Oh, yeah.
It's the jumping.
Yeah.
So I actually took an aerobic class there one time.
That's pretty cool.
It was really fun. I think it was a one-time thing, but that's a workout.
Yeah.
And so the bouncing and the jumping, but it's the whole trampoline part, and so it's almost like I wouldn't call it an obstacle course, but really to kind of go through it, you're jumping off walls, you're jumping into ball pits, you're jumping onto trampolines, you're running.
For kids.
Oh, they're going to be exhausted when they leave.
Yep.
And you just kind of sit, and then you can kind of watch them. The whole place is kind of like that urban area that I was talking about. You just kind of get somewhere to sit, and then you can kind of watch everything that's going on, so you can keep an eye on them. So it's a great place to go get out some energy.
Nice.
Really good.
So another place that I really love that my kids are like chomping at the bit to go back to is High Point. So it's have you been there?
No, but I know a lot of people that go.
It's a rock climbing thing, and
isn't that over in like High Point Terrace area?
Yes. I can't remember the name of the street that's on, but anyways. So this is it's a rock climbing facility, and there's different staged rooms. So the first stage is like for little kids or like inexperienced climbers, and you have like special harnesses and things like that you wear to make sure that you stay safe.
Right.
But it's super fun. They get to scale all these different things, and there's games. There's even like a skyscraper in the middle, like a series of skyscrapers in the middle of the room where they go on top of them like they're a superhero, and then jump off the top one and come down. And then like the next room over for kids who are 13 and older, they have like a free climbing space and a boulder, like bouldering is a thing. So they have a boulder that you can climb on. And then there's another space that's just really, I can't even tell you how tall it is in there. But it's a workout. Like, I'm sure. It is a workout. My kids were I didn't climb because we've only been the one time, and I just wasn't sure how much help my kids were going to need.
Yeah.
They didn't need my help at all. But I didn't want to be, stuck on a wall or something, and then, my youngest is freaking out and needs me.
Yeah.
But I will the next time we go back there. And just being in that other room is so cool because, like, there are experienced climbers in there. Like, I saw people who were using the counterweight, like where you have somebody on the ground and that person is holding you, and like that's the only thing holding you, and they're just scaling this wall like it's nothing. Wild.
My kids love to go there. I mean, they're adults and they love going, so it's a fun place to go. All right, well, that kind of sums us up on what we think that you should do with your kids in the Mid-South area. So if we missed something on the list that you just think is amazing, comment below, let us know about it. We'd love to check it out and include it into a future video.
Yeah, have so much fun out there with your kids, guys.
Yeah.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe to follow along. All right, until next time.
If you're thinking about making a move in and around DeSoto County, Mississippi, our experts at Local Agency Realty Group would love to help you.
Whether it be a starter home, luxury home, a custom build, an investment property, or even land, we understand the market and can help you explore the local communities to find the right fit for you.
But we can't help you unless you reach out. So give us a call, send us a message, or shoot us a text. We're here for you days, nights, or weekends. Let Local Agency Realty Group lead you home.